Welcome to Raw Talk with Sigma Male Ep.1. There's a lot of buzz around the Sigma male archetype lately. Everyone's got an opinion, but very few seem to get the truth of it. Today we'll discuss honest topic, why Sigma males see through compliments like glass. With us we have someone who embodies the Sigma mindset.
Thanks for having me in the podcast. Let's cut through the noise.
There's a strange thing happening in the world. Compliments have become currency casual tools to grease social gears, flatter egos, and control narratives. Everywhere you turn, someone's handing out verbal trophies. You're amazing. So proud of you. Keep crushing it. Even we see a lot of dancers on social media platform, showing their body for some views and likes. But there's a certain type of man who sees through it like glass. Let's start with the foundation. Why are Sigma males so unfazed by compliments?
Yeah, most compliments are just decoration on manipulation. They're a social sugarcoat meant to soften resistance, gain favor, or buy compliance. A Sigma doesn't eat that sugar. We read the ingredients. When someone praises you, it's rarely just for your benefit. It's strategic. Sigmas understand this. Compliments are often currency, and every currency has a motive. That's why we don't chase them. We dissect them. If there's a leash hidden in the flattery, we cut it before it tightens.
Before we move further, for more such podcasts, hit that subscribe button, because you may not see us again. Coming back, so is every compliment manipulation in your view?
Not all, but enough to warrant suspicion. Most people use praise the way a fisherman uses bait. The goal isn't to nourish, it's to hook. They butter you up to soften your spine, to get you leaning in. A Sigma doesn't lean in. We stand grounded. Compliments aren't always lies, but they're often levers. And we're not built to be moved by them.
What about compliments from close friends or partners?
If it's raw, real, and rare, we'll respect it. But even then, we don't depend on it. A Sigma's engine runs on internal fuel, not applause, not approval. If someone close gives a compliment, we assess it, store it, maybe even appreciate it, but we don't need it to stay in motion. Think of it like rain on a mountain. It touches the surface, but the structure remains unmoved.
How does growing up shape this? Is this a learned behavior?
It's forged, not gifted. Most Sigmas were made in fire betrayals, false praise, watching people weaponize charm to control others. When you've seen a smile hide a dagger enough times, you stop mistaking kindness for truth. You learn to listen with your eyes. Compliments lose their magic when you realize how often they're cast as spells. And once you see through spells, they stop working on you.
Do you think this makes Sigma males come off as cold?
To people addicted to validation? Yeah, we're ice to their fire. But being cold and being clear aren't the same. Sigmas don't reject connection, we reject performance. We don't play emotional dress-up to make others comfortable. If that's cold, then truth has frostbite. But I'd rather be honest and misunderstood than fake and accepted.
What's the risk of taking compliments too seriously?
You become a puppet. You perform for praise, not purpose. You let someone else's opinion steer your ambition. And slowly, you become a mirror of other people's expectations, instead of a reflection of your own code. Compliments start to shape your identity, and that's when you lose your edge. Sigmas guard their edge. Praise doesn't polish us, discipline does.
Have you ever received a compliment that truly impacted you?
Once. A man I respected looked at my work and said, "You handled that without needing the spotlight." That hit different. It wasn't loud. It wasn't for show. It was accurate. Sigmas respond to truth, not hype. We don't want fireworks, we want confirmation that we're aligned. Compliments that reflect our values, not inflate our ego. Those stick.
Would you say Sigma males use compliments as data, not dopamine?
Perfectly said. Compliments aren't fuel, they're feedback. We log them like coordinates, not commandments. They tell us what the world sees, but they don't tell us who we are. Sigma identity isn't built from the outside in. It's built from principle, repetition, silence. Compliments are noted, but never needed.
What do you think drives NPCs to chase compliments so desperately?
Empty identities. They don't know who they are until someone claps. Their self-worth is outsourced. It's borrowed. So they chase compliments like oxygen. But when your identity is downloaded from the crowd, you're one insult away from collapse. Sigmas don't borrow identity. We forge it alone. That's why we don't crave approval. We carry self-authorship.
How does this mindset affect romantic relationships?
It filters them. We don't want romance built on pedestal praise. We want raw connection. A real partner isn't impressed she's in sync. She doesn't worship you. She challenges you. She holds a mirror, not pom-poms. Sigmas don't want praise, they want presence. If she can see you clearly and still stand beside you, that's gold. That's rare. That's respect.
What do people misunderstand most about Sigma indifference to praise?
They think it's arrogance. It's not. It's awareness. We don't think we're too good for compliments. We just know they're not what define us. Sigmas are allergic to dependency. That includes emotional dependency. Praise feels good, but it's not a compass. Accuracy is. Truth is. If the crowd cheers and we're still off course, we change direction. Not because they booed, but because we know the mission.
Can this mindset ever isolate Sigma males?
Absolutely. But solitude is a tool, not a trap. We use isolation the way others use applause to recharge. In the quiet, we sharpen. In the shadows, we strategize. Sigma solitude isn't loneliness, it's sovereignty. We don't fear being alone, we fear being diluted. Compliments pull people into groups. We walk solo to stay aligned with the truth.
How can someone adopt this mindset without becoming jaded?
Start by setting internal standards. Know who you are, what you value, and what you tolerate. Then live by that relentlessly. When someone compliments you, check if it aligns with your code. If yes, respect it. If not, discard it. The goal isn't to hate praise, it's to outgrow the need for it. That's how you stay sharp without becoming bitter.
And finally, if compliments are glass, what does the Sigma male use as steel?
Discipline, purpose, silence. Steel isn't shiny, but it's strong. A Sigma doesn't need noise to know he's on course. He measures in silence, corrects in solitude, and performs without applause. Compliments are echoes. Steel is action. Glass shatters under pressure. Steel holds form. That's why we choose steel every time.
Do Sigma males ever give compliments themselves?
Rarely. And when we do, it's not performative, it's precise. We don't throw words around like candy. A Sigma compliment is earned, intentional, and aimed at character or effort, not fluff. It's not designed to make someone feel good, it's to reflect something true. We don't feed egos. We affirm substance.
Why do you think society conditions people to crave compliments?
Because control is easier when people are hungry for approval. A society addicted to praise is easy to manipulate. Keep them chasing stars, and they won't look up. Sigmas break that chain. We don't need a gold star to act. That makes us hard to program, and even harder to predict.
What happens when someone tries to flatter a Sigma male for manipulation?
They hit a wall. We don't respond the way they expect. The usual scripts don't work. We don't give emotional discounts just because someone claps for us. A Sigma will nod, maybe even smile, but internally, we're watching patterns. You try to butter us up, and we start checking the ingredients. We're polite, never pliable.
Is it possible to compliment a Sigma and genuinely connect?
Yes, but it's rare. You connect by being real, not rehearsed. If the compliment is specific, earned, and free of strings, we see it. We might even respect it. But the connection won't come from praise. It'll come from alignment, depth, and shared principles. We don't bond through flattery. We bond through truth.
How does rejecting compliments build mental discipline?
Because it forces you to rely on internal standards. When you stop waiting for others to tell you you're doing well, You start measuring yourself by effort, by grit, by integrity. That creates mental armor. You're not swayed by noise. You're not seduced by surface. Compliments become irrelevant because your compass is internal. That's freedom.
There you have it. No fluff, no filters. Just reality. The world will keep giving out compliments like candy, but the Sigma male, he's not here to taste sugar. He's here to sharpen. If you see through the noise, if you move without permission, if you're done performing for approval, you're already walking the path. This is more than mindset. This is Sigma territory. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, move in silence. Build in shadows. And let your results speak the language others try to imitate.